which is the one I don't have. Well, I got a little bit. I guess I could show you guys with that little bit. This should break down, and when it breaks down into it is what we'll get. Okay, and why aren't you working? Chemical. Because there's no thing at the top. I don't think that has anything to do with it. Well, that's weird. Maybe I need to place this afterwards? I don't know. What kind is that anyway? That's an Essentia tube. It's a plain old tube. There it goes. See, I gave us two. Gave us Ordo and the fish. And that's the one we really want. So where is the one in here? Oh god, where's the circle? I have some, I know it too. There's the fish. I call it fish. Oh, right there it is. Okay. Come on, I gotta move that crap now. It'll only hold 4 at a time. But, see, so placing it in the jar is nice, but it's not what I wanted for an aspect. There wasn't enough in there. See, so it ran it off. So it broke down this, and we got this and this out of it. The one that's going to be a pain in the ass is, I don't even have any of this. So this is the sun one. It shows the only thing that breaks that down is the actual division signal, and I'm not giving it a damn division signal that's active to break down. So I'm going to continue working. Like I said, I don't know how I want to set this up. I like the object that it'll pull straight from the bottles to that, which I'm not going to change. It's just how I'm going to break down to get into the bottles. I mean, I could make a bunch of arcane furnaces and try it that way. That was my thought of just having a bunch of them below the board that would just keep filling the bottles. But I'm not sure how that works, how it's going to work. So, and I'm going to try to get some of these bottles full because we're going to need them. I've already used some of it when I'm making some stuffs. Making the silverwood rod, that was one of them. And the worst part is I made 2 of them. See, if you make the silverwood rod, I use the arcane infusion for it. And you put a piece of silverwood in the center. I made 2 rods because I thought some of the recipes take 2, but that one didn't. But you gave me a one with double the amount, 100 fizz of each. So now I'm going to show you one thing as we go back and visit a little Ordo. It should have regained some of its health. If I can capture nodes and bring them back, that's going to be great. I needed the bigger wand to do that. But I'm not ready until I get a couple of the other things done. See, I got a little bit back. Yeah, so. And like I said, if you just fly through here, I'll show you guys real quick. With the red goggles, you can see anything. See, here's another one. What's in this one? Predicto, and that we don't need. See, our wand's almost full except for a couple little aspects. Like I said, well, I don't know if he placed them or if the world placed them, but there's all kinds of nodes. There's even some under the house I didn't even know that were there. I'll show you. I just happened to come home this way, and it's real low like this, and see, here's one right here. It was right up under the house almost. What has this got in it? Oh, it's got Ordo in it, a lot of it too. See, so that one's almost full again. Almost. So I didn't even know that one was there. So we may take, because that's a good size one. This may be one of the ones we put in the jar first, because this has, you know, 3 good aspects of it. Because we can put them in the thing, and we'll put, well, you guys will see. I'll make the parts, and I'll make a recording about it, at least for the first one. Because there's a top to this, and it'll stabilize the node, and it'll make it so that we can, after I make the advanced, it'll make it so that we can actually draw off the node and send it to the actual arcane table, which would be nice because I'm always having to go get vids and I have to put into the table. So we're going to capture probably 3 or 4, maybe even more than that, nodes and use them. But I need to push that over to an advanced. I just want to make sure that it's the best I can make. Because when you're screwing with these nodes, if you mess them up, the node doesn't come back. Once it's dead, it's dead. See, like I said, the problem I'm having right now is, actually I have to get this. And it only comes because air doesn't break down. But I can add air and this together to get that, but you can't combine them. I don't know how I'm going to get it. I'll have to figure it out. There's a way to combine them in here too. I know that breaks them down, so we know that doesn't break down the way we want. So let's see. I'll have to figure out how you combine the two. There's got to be a way to mix them as well as that, because I can't keep making active things for that. So, but I'm gonna figure out how I'm gonna do this, and I'll get this situated this week. I will get the next. I'm gonna get the gateway done for Britannia, but I'm gonna push this out for Britannia because me putting this here is kind of put a squash on how big Britannia can be. We need more room for Britannia, and we're gonna make the gateway so we can throw the 2 parts through that I made for the next infusion, of course, or the next ritual. It's gonna call the guy in, which is gonna drop a piece so we can get the orb. See, what's holding me back is these. We're gonna summon in an Eldridge or a demon, and one of the 2. I think we're gonna do the demon. See, this is a crystal cluster, but I don't know how you get life shards yet. And Gala Spirit is Terra Steel, which we got, but I don't know where you get Gala Spirit at. Pixie Boo Bugalo. There is no extra info on this entry, so. And Translucence is a crystal cluster, and that's for tiers. That's the last tier. 200,000 in the table. So I really need to get one before it. You know, if I get them, you know, what runes I want to use is I want to use super capacity, which he changed the which is the demon blood one. So that's the one probably I'm going to shoot for. Because that's super capacity, and we're just using augment capacity. And see, if you notice, like I said before, this ain't hard to make, of course. You know, you got blood shards, which means we gotta make 2 slates. But now, when you get to the rule of super capacity, it doesn't use the old, like in the old times, it used the old, it used 2 of the old ones to make the new one with another part, but it's not there anymore. So that kind of kills that. See, we're going, that's a blood, number 6. I know it was a 5 too. Yeah, see, tier 5, which we're on tier 5. Once you add the runes, I mean, I can make a tier 6 table, but I don't have the orbs to make the stuff I really need. So I can make these, because every recipe requires blood orbs, so we'll reuse them. So that's not even an issue. I want to finish this room and get the sacrifice down there. That way, That way we got the, I think I'm going to take this outer edge out and put wall. This way we can, I'll make the sacrifice orbs and put down there, and let's put some lights in there so we can turn this thing off and on too. But we're going to have an orb to put in there. We can even put a weak orb. It's just going to put it in our network more or less. Your network, you can always see your division signal. See, like right now I only got 7 LP in the network. I can add to it by just taking one of the orbs and putting it in and killing myself partly, but I'm going to finish this out, fix that, and like I said, I'm going to build out here further. I may build out further for both, but I don't think so, because I don't think I need to. But I'm going to have to come all the board, I think, and do some work. I need to put candles underneath it, said I should do that. You want to see something cool is I'm using niter under here, or yeah, to burn it for the furnace. I made that in this guy. This guy's cool. If you hook up the bottles, you can. I was making leather before, as you can see. If you feed it the right aspects, it'll make. Here, if I put a piece of coal in there, it'll show it to you. See, I can make that if I had these being pumped into it. So it's kind of a neat little mixer to make. Instead of using a crucible, you can use this. So I'm not gonna make that. I don't know how you avoid these things out. I don't think you can. I think it will write them. But there is a thing you put on the back of it that gives you more recipes. See, I think I only have 1 recipe. And if you put, it should be here, yeah, this on the back of it, it will let you store 3 recipes. I think this is the back of it. You'll know if you place it and it doesn't hook up, it's not the back. Yeah, see now, you click on it and you put something in, it says 0 of 3 because you can do 3 recipes. It'll hold it. I know you could add more of them on it, but I mean like 1 on the bottom because you only, but I like to be able to pump out all 3 sides if I need to. Oh, he's standing up there right in the open. See how he took the glass out of the back of this and they still spawn? That's how good that stuff is. God, it was a head. I seen that fly. Whee. Yeah, see if you put this in here, it'll give you with leather. That's what I was making with it earlier. If you look, no, it actually makes which it makes me the candles. But see, that takes Percacia, which we don't have. That's something I have to get a lot of. So I want to make a shitload of candles. But so you guys know where I'm at. We've got the wall of suffering. I'll get the room built and the sacrifice orbs in. And then we won't have to start perking ourselves. So that'll be nice. Like I said, I want to remove this real for the wall. We're gonna have to make sure we keep lit up underneath, but I think the glowstone will take care of that. I'm hoping it does. If not, I'll put some more glowstone stairs in. One thing I'm going to do is I'm kind of tired of the animals spawning the way they are on the outside, which is kind of shitty. I'm going to make the room bigger, but I'm going to use the warded blocks that they cannot get out of, and we will keep them trapped. We don't even have to have a fence anymore, which would be kind of nice. And we will get that, so I'll try to get that done by next time. You make them with the, and I'll put it in here so you guys see. It's not really, I don't think I have to do, that's the paving stone ones. There is 2 types.